Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Kakodash, the honor, apostles, elders, bishops, great millstone. And I just want to make this real quick, just a quick update, news update. As you see, if you haven't heard the news yet, Biden is pulling out of the race, which we knew something like this was coming. And we already know Trump is going to be back in office, man. Trump is going to be, like I said, I just said in a couple videos ago, that I see Trump being the face of everything, man. The face of the World War III and the Jacob's Trouble, martial law, and all these things, man. And we already know the media and all this stuff is controlled even to begin with. So obviously, they're doing it. They're doing they're having him step out for a reason, man. Because I don't even know anybody else that's even running, for the Democratic side or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, they're all friends. They all cahoot with each other. At the end of the day, they all do the same thing. They listen to the same people. So they're just following orders, man. It's all just a puppet show, man. So Biden didn't just make that decision out of himself because he knows that he listens to the so-called elites that run this thing, and so he's just doing what he's told, man. And just same thing with Trump. Trump is just doing what he's told. So Trump, more than likely, as we know, is more than likely going to be back in office. More than likely be back in office. And yeah, so we can see him doing the thing. So I'm going to read just a little bit. I'm just going to close out. It says Biden makes stunning decision to pull out of the 2024 race. It says the president's decision plunges the Democratic Party into an unprecedented scramble to anoint a new nominee at the 11th hour. President Biden has decided he will end his re-election campaign, he said in his statement released Sunday, a decision certain to send shockwaves through the political world following a stumbling debate performance that widely alarmed Democrats about the 81-year-old president's fitness for office and ability to defeat former President Donald Trump. We already know that he's not beating him, man. Even let's say the stuff wasn't rigged, in which we know everything is. The presidents aren't elected; they're selected, man. So even let's say even if it was to go by vote and they were counting every single vote and all these things and the electoral votes and all the other stuff that goes into making presidents, if they were actually to do that fairly and it wasn't rigged or the numbers wasn't botched or anything, if they was to do that fairly, Trump would win with flying colors, man. You see? Trump is the character that these Americans love, man. And I can see him, and he's going to be that pride, that great pride, that pride that's going to lead these people to World War III. You see, but that's inevitably going to be obviously the Lord's prophecy being fulfilled. That's how Bashim Yahushai. But Trump is going to be used to do that, man. And like I said, I see Trump doing that way better than Biden, man. Either they're all wicked, and it doesn't matter who does it, because the Lord's will is going to be done at the end of the day. It says, it has been the greatest honor of my life to serve as your president, Biden said Sunday in a statement. And while it has been my intention to seek re-election, I believe it is in best interest of my party and the country for me to stand down and focus solely on fulfilling my duties as president for the remainder of my term. It says, in a separate social media post Sunday, Biden endorsed his Vice President Kamala D. Harris to replace him as party standard bearer ahead of its national convention, August 19th, 2022, or August 19th through the 22nd. Actually, never mind. It says, today I want to offer my full support and endorsement for Kamala to be the nominee of our party this year, Biden said in a post shared on X. Democrats, it is time to come together and beat Trump. Let's do this. And like I said, they just put on the show. They just put on the show at the end of the day. These people, they're not on bad terms with one another. They're not, not really button heads at the end of the day. At the end of the day, when they get off these TVs, to get off the TV show, or not the TV show, when they get off the news and they get on these presidential debates and they're all doing it, they all go to the same place. They all serve the same people, man. You see, you have to be, even though Trump and these presidents, they're on a low level of the echelons. compared to the actual elites, but they're still on a high level, man. You have to be a high level damn demon to be up there to be a president of the United States, man. Even though all your decisions is controlled, however, hey, man. This stuff is all a bloodline thing, man. This is like a kind of like a royal bloodline. Like these people, I'm not saying they're all related, but these people are they're all into the same thing, man. They get off the phone, they get off that news podiums and the statements, and they do that. They call each other up, probably hang out from time to time, and they go do their wickedness together, man. Whether it be eating babies, the adrenochrome, and organs harvesting, and doing all the things that these people do, man. The stuff that we don't even know about. You see, all that other stuff, they go do that. They go do that in their free time together, man. They all in the same spot. They worship the same people. That's why when you look up the hand signals and the hand signs, and for the presidents or whatever the case, the hand gestures that they make to pledge their allegiance to these people, they all make the same ones. Just like how the lower people do, the really low of the echelons, man. Which is the celebrities, man. They're on a super low level. You see? They do the same hand signals, the same poses, and the same things as these presidents do. So that's how you know they're all band together. But it's a ranking system. You see, it's a ranking system. How the ranking system goes, can't tell you, but you just know that these celebrities and these presidents and stuff like that, they're all on different levels, man. They're all on different levels. You see, and you're not going to be in office. You're not going to be in office without having to do a lot of things, man. You see, so So he makes his he's pulling himself from the re-election, and I just want to touch on that. And I want to get just one scripture. I guess we get one, and we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. Okay, let's do that. Ignorant of Satan's devices. 2 Corinthians 2 and verse 11. It says, "Lest Satan should get an advantage over us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." Okay. Let's get this another version as well. Here we go. The CSB. So that we may not be taken advantage of by Satan, for we are not ignorant of his schemes. And we're not ignorant of these schemes, man, of the so-called white people, man, on what these people do, these elites, because that's all it is. They own everything. They own the media, they own the TVs, they own the music, they own all this stuff that they put out on the masses. So we're not ignorant. So obviously the Trump thing getting shot in the ear, or the fake assassination attempt, or now Biden's resigning and taking out himself from the election and doing these things, we know that it's all controlled, man. You see? Now what the whole purpose and point of that is, we're gonna find out in upcoming times, man. Why because everything, just like the Apostle Ryan, I gotta finish watching this video. I'm like halfway through it. He made us called deliberate distractions, and he touched on a little bit of it, and that's just what that is, man. It's a deliberate. That's a distraction from something we don't know yet, but they're gonna put something in place. And just like this whole thing and him being stepping down, it's another deliberate distraction to bring forth something. So to bring forth something, but we're gonna find out when they start implementing weird things or weird stuff starts happening from then. Then we know what? Then we know something's going on. That we know, okay, so this had something to do with that right there. So that's why they did this. You see? So we're not ignorant of these things, but we know the media, the news, when we see big events like stuff like this, these past couple weeks, when big stuff like this happen, we know something is going on behind closed doors. But the average person will see, he's just resigning. Somebody else is gonna have to run against him, whatever the case may be. No, man, it's a lot bigger than that. The whole assassination attempt thing, we know something's way bigger than that. You see? Because the government wouldn't even allow that to happen. Because all the assassinations of the presidents that happen, it's been obviously inside jobs. America does these things themselves, just like the whole 9/11 thing, and just anything else that you can think of that happened, tragedy that's happened inside the country. You know that American had something to do with it, man. The Americans had something to do with it. So that's it, man. Another deliberate distraction. I just want to touch on the news. as soon as I was in the car on the way back, and I seen the news article pop up on my phone feed. So I was like, I'm gonna make a quick little video about it and just going into it real quick. So that's it, man. Hope you got some out of it. Hope it's edifying. All praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Mahashem, Yahweh Shai.